Hey guys, Coolbrick here with another set review. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set, and it's called Turtle Van Takedown, and its item number is 79115. So, with this set, I will start with the minifigs since there are 4 of them. So I'll just go ahead and temporarily move everything else out of the way. Okay, so here are the minifigs. You've got 2 turtles who are Michelangelo and Raphael. And then you've got Varen. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but I don't really know it since I don't follow the storyline or anything. And on the left here, we've just got a foot soldier. So I'll just turn this so you guys can see what the minifigs look like. Michelangelo doesn't, well, he actually does have a, he has some wooden nunchucks, but he's normally locked into this thing. This thing would like clamp down on him, and that's the whole point of this set. I think it's to rescue Michelangelo in the turtle van, and so he does have this wooden nunchuck. And interestingly, this is I haven't seen this before. There are normally 4 length long kind of bars like this, but this is actually a 3 long, not a 4 long. And also this has a hole in it, and it's made from a different, it's not made from ABS plastic for sure. This is more of like something rubbery. I can't really, you probably won't be able to see this, the camera doesn't have good enough resolution, but it's definitely not the same plastic. So enough about that. Then next over here we've got Raphael, and he's got 2 dagger-like things, and Varen has a cell phone, and the foot soldier just has a normal minifig gun with a binoculars piece put on it just to change it a little bit. And then to show you guys the prints on the backs, Michelangelo doesn't have anything on his shell. Is his name like Michelle or something, like, or Michael or something? Does he have like a shorter name? Like, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look this stuff up for future reference because I should really have some background knowledge before doing a review like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead with his full name, Michelangelo. He doesn't have any back prints. Raphael does. He has. I'm gonna assume those are bandages, even though they look like tape. So I guess that could work as like a makeshift bandage for a shell, I guess. And then you've just got some very simple prints on the back of Varen's torso piece, just clothing wrinkles, and then on the foot soldier, just some back pockets. So yeah, pretty simple minifigs, not that much going on with them. And one thing I do want to point out, this is my first time having these turtles. And the one problem with these shells is that they do restrict some of the movement. You can see how the shell is actually being bent back. It doesn't allow you to move these. See how it's bending? You don't really want to bend that. So you are kind of restricted in the movement of the arms. You can't really move them back, unfortunately. That's the only thing I can see wrong with these. I mean, this is a different head mold, obviously, and it looks really great. And the prints are just, they're really nice. You can see the paint in there. On the minifigs, you know, you just get like a little black eye with a white, which isn't a pupil. I'm pretty sure it's just reflection, I'm hoping. It just contrasts a lot better with the skin tone of the minifigs. But on these, you know, you can see they have a full eye included with like an iris and a pupil and everything. So those look really great. So, anyway, that took a long time for the minifigs. So here's the next part of the set. You just got a barricade sort of thing, and this can articulate. This will go up 90 degrees, and it will stop down here. It doesn't go down any more than this, and it doesn't go up any more than this. So that's a good thing. And then there's a sticker right here. It says keep out private property, and there's a little warning thing. You guys can read that right there. I don't know what the S stands for, Might have to do with the antagonist in the story. Again, I don't know the story, so I can't tell you. And then you just got some kind of, I'm guessing, like gas main or something. I'm not sure. And then you've just got this this support piece that has a either a radar or a light, and then a security camera. And so the little action of this, the reason this thing's down here is, you would assume like the van has some flick fire missiles, which you'll see in a minute, and you can pretend that it hits this, and then you just press down this and it just pops this right off. So you can pretend like you're damaging this outpost or something. It's just a cool little play feature. That's one of the good things about Legos. Even though they break, you can incorporate that into the set. So again, that's the function. It's pretty cool, pretty simple and everything. I'm sure any kid would enjoy just popping that off, and it's very easy to reset and everything. Before I go on to the van, I'll just quickly go over this little thing, which would hold Michelangelo. So you just kind of place him in here, put down his arms, and just you do have to work a little bit to get this in place, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It will hold him in well. You can see he doesn't fall out or anything, and it's on this little adjustable thing. And even though it looks pretty big and heavy, and it's only on this 2x3, it does stand well, even at different angles, as you can see. So yeah, this works pretty well. Now onto the van. So this is the van, and the first thing that stood out to me, and the reason why I bought the set, is because the main color is olive, which is really cool. It's a color that you don't see often at all in Lego. It's a relatively rare color. You don't see it that much. So there's a lot of nice olive pieces on this. So onto the features of this truck. It is designed to look kind of like a turtle. You can see this is kind of replicating some features that might be on a shell, kind of hexagonal tesseracting shapes, tesseracting hexagons, and then it's in the same color as Michelangelo's skin tone. And I remember there was something else that was kind of turtle-esque, which I'm not remembering, but yeah, other than that, it has the same kind of shape. It's very rounded and boxy looking. So yeah, the exterior is pretty cool. You've got a ladder over here, just some mirrors on the sides. You do have a winch down here. That may be tougher for younger kids to do. They might need an adult or older sibling or something to help them out with putting that on, or setting it up anyway. And then you've got some side hatches. These open, and these have flick fire missiles. And I'll show you guys the interior better in a minute. And then you've got these stickers. I'm not sure if these are curtains or like if that would be part of the bodywork and it's just a funny shaped window. Not totally sure, but it looks pretty good. It was kind of annoying to apply it well, and also if you mess it up the first time and you have to kind of take it off a little and then put it back on. I don't know if you guys can see. You can see that's actually not from well, a little bit of it's from fingerprint, but the cloudiness happens when you put this down and then you try and take it back off. The adhesive gets kind of screwed up, and it ends up looking like that, and then you put it back on and it looks kind of clouded, unfortunately. So that's one of the downsides I've noticed to transparent or semi-transparent stickers. That tends to happen if you mess it up and then you try and put it back on. Then back here you've just got some brake lights and a license. I don't know why there would be a license plate on something like this. That seems a little bit silly to me, but whatever. I'm sure kids will like that. It's a nice registered licensed vehicle. And then you've just got a radio, a radar, and a antenna. That's fun. And then you got a couple of flick fire missiles on here. I don't know how well this would work. I haven't tried this. Like, if you try and flick this, I'm thinking this is gonna happen. You're gonna flick. I mean, it works okay, but the problem is, one, your hand is gonna be. This is blocking your hand a little bit. It's kind of awkward to get your hand in there. And the other thing is this just moves so easily that if you're trying to flick it, it's just gonna move the there. I'm not gonna go get that, but I think it's a little bit tough to get those flick fire missiles to shoot them well. Whoops. Yes, the top does come off. And the last thing is you've just got this ladder, and this can, I don't know what purpose it would serve to go down here, but I don't know, you know, it looks cool and heavy duty. And then you've got these hatches on the sides with more flick fire missiles, as I said before, and these can serve as ramps sort of to get inside. And there's another one exactly like this on the other side. And now I'll just go ahead and take off the roof to show you guys the interior in full detail. So I'll open both of these up to get as much light in here as I can. So in the front, you've just got a single steering wheel, and then you've got two normal windshield pieces to make one large windshield, and you've just got a steering wheel in the middle. And this is actually a minifig would stand here, not sit. They would stand to operate this vehicle. And then in the back here, you've got an interesting way of setting up a computer, where you've got the computer on one side, the monitor on the left side, then you've got the keyboard hanging down on the right side, so not underneath the computer. I thought that was an interesting way to set that up, but I guess it works, and it's definitely different, which is always a good thing. And then it's kind of tough to see these in here because there's no light, but there's a trans green and trans red little light elements in there. And then you've just got these various C-clips hanging off different sides where you can just attach minifig weapons or have a minifig hang on or something. Like, for example, they can hang on from these bars. The other thing is the last thing that I want to mention about this set is that you are left with quite a few extra pieces. This is, trying to get these in here. These are all the extra pieces you get, which is quite a few. You got like 6 of these. I don't know how you can, I don't know how you can lose 6 of these, but they did give you a lot. You get an extra lever right there, lever, however you like to pronounce it, and you actually do get an extra antenna. And the interesting thing that I noticed about this is they gave you a spot right here. See, one of the antennae goes on a C-clip right here, and then you've got a symmetrical C-clip on this side, and they did give you an extra antenna piece. And you can actually, even though it doesn't say to do this in the instructions, I think it would be cool to like have 2 of these to give this more of like a dune buggy kind of look. And just put this back on, so you can actually get another kind of look on there. And then they give you just another dagger and minifig gun, and then just a lot of studs, and even a 1x1 olive green plate. So yeah, they include quite a few extra pieces. I was pretty surprised by that, but that's always a good thing to have some extra stuff. So all in all, this is a pretty cool set. And it has 4 minifigs, which is pretty good for it's probably why it's so pricey, with the rare color and 4 minifigs, 2 of which are, you know, kind of more rare. Well, not rare, but they're not exactly standard minifigs, you know, that sort of thing. So I think that makes this set a little bit expensive. In the US, or at least where I am, it retails for $40, and it's about 350 piece set, so that's not a great price per part, but that's okay. It's still a really cool play set. It has quite a bit of play value. There are a lot of things you can do with it, and it's in a cool color and has some cool features. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think, and as always, comment, like, and subscribe.